The ocean. Beautiful beaches, breathtaking and romantic. The waves are music to the ears and food for the soul. Basking on a white beach setting, the perfect holiday mode. City built along the coastlines are beautified by the sea. It is in most people's dreams to own properties along this coastline, but a global man-made disaster is looming with irreversible consequences. Lately, strong winds and furious sea waves are witnessed regularly. This is due to environmental pollution causing rising sea levels because of climate change as a result of global warming. Environmental pollution is the main contributor of global warming. The once unthinkable after effects of global warming are becoming a reality. In our generation, a seawall had to be constructed in front of the famous Fort Jesus to protect it from the rising sea levels, losing its popular sea view. The thought that one day we might wake up to find out a town or city in the African coastlines completely submerged by ocean water is becoming a reality. In 2012, New York City was hit by Hurricane Sandy. A performing artist from New York in the United States of America, Sarah Cameron Sunday, witnessed Hurricane Sandy hit New York with devastating effect. This prompted her to create a durational performance and video works that she felt it would engage people on personal, local and global level in conversation about deep time and rising sea levels.
After that very first time I did the piece in Maine, after that I did it in Mexico, San Francisco, the Netherlands, Bangladesh and Brazil, and now Kenya is the 7th time. I realized that it was important to do it in different parts of the world to try to understand different people's perspectives on the water and kind of come to, I gave myself 7 years as a way of trying to understand and research what relationships with water are like here in Africa. And Kenya actually became the country I was excited about because I'd been looking at lots of different places in Africa and kind of reaching out to different people. And then I met Professor Martin Marani from the University of Nairobi. He really saw the beauty of the piece right away and understood that it could be, that it could work here, and really kind of gave me the confidence that that this was the place to do it, that it could have an impact in a positive way.
Bodo is usually a quiet village. When the news of Sarah's unique performance in the sea reached the community, it was received with skepticism and anxiety. For a human being to stand in the sea for 12 hours without food is unheard of to this community.
We went for location scouting in different places, Kilifi, Mombasa, Shimoni. And each location had some advantage, but then again there are other issues that you had to think about. Sometimes we'll find that the waters are too shallow, they won't cover her up to the neck. Eventually, Wakili, who is the group leader of Kwale Arts, took us to Bodo. And it was this exotic, serene and very exciting place to look at.
The build-up process was exciting, trying to get people to understand exactly what this is about. There's a lot of African traditional thinking and beliefs about the water the spirits and all that stuff. So getting to convince the community that this performance had nothing to do with spirits or genies or anything was quite a task.
Bara la Afrika sio tumebahatika sana, kwa sababu nimetaja hizo nchi zingine na miji mingine, lakini hapa Afrika yeye anasema yuwafanya hapa Bodo tu peke yake. Tunaelewana? Bodo si baraka hiyo, baraka kubwa.
Wapi? Hiyo bahari yetu maji ya kutoka yafika kule mwisho. Alafu ule mtu mimi nasema bwana tuenda kusimama pale mwisho wa maji ama pengine kuna pale ambapo unasimama mwenyewe. Maana yake akisimama pale mwisho wa maji huku kwetu ni kwamba maji yakija yafunika kila kitu. Hakuna mrefu ambaye atakusimama pale katika yale maji yetu. Sasa hilo ndo naliogopa yule ndiye mkengwa.
Yule mwanamkengwa jamani. Kama tutaweza kuona samani sinema yetu, TV yetu ndogo.
Come closer toward me. Yeah. Okay.
They're praying for you.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Lala salama. Lala salama.
"7:30 a.m. in the morning of November 8, 2019, Sarah was escorted to the sea by the villagers in carnival mood.
Wa yule Marekani dada Sarah kuingia baharini kuanzia saa 2 za asubuhi mpaka saa 2 za usiku. Ni siku ya leo Ijumaa.
You almost see an same element of behavior of coastal people. That level of interaction has always encouraged them to integrate a lot with the other communities, but in process also getting the spirits, as they say, from other communities. So they saw an element of someone who is at peace with the ocean because her spirits are at peace. In whatever they were doing, other than being an artistic performance, they're also escorting her to interact with the spiritual world in the ocean. And they saw the level of tranquility and the level of peaceful stay in the water as an affirmation that she indeed had a very strong ocean spirit or water spirit, and that's why they received her calmly like that.
The playing of the drum marked the beginning of the show. This will be repeated after every hour when Sarah is in the water until she finishes her performance.
I saw this performance that involved nature as a very unique one, because one, the unpredictability of nature, predictable in terms of how seasons move, how a day breaks, about how waters come and go, but unpredictable. Just you can't really tell at what level it will reach the way we predict other things in life. There was some level of anxiety, and everyone was glued on her, just trying to figure out, are these waves going to cover her? How is she going to deal with it? It felt like any other performance where you always have that element of anxiety. You don't know how the script is going to end. And then, of course, the countdown to every hour that was happening. And you'll anticipate and say, oh, this is going to happen after this hour. We weren't so sure what kind of performance was going to accompany every end of hour. So there was always something to look at, like in any other performance.
Tunavyo vimambo mambo viloja wasilia, karibu wetu mgeni Sara kututembelea. Hakika una utu katu mtu sikukenge, wala situkutu maji uje ucheze, wala siwe mtukutu msingi bora uweke, karibu wetu mgeni Sara kututembelea. Maji mengi shatokea wala hatunayo kinga, vipi tutavyojikinga pindi tukipatia? Sara leo umetokea, tujuze patelewa, karibu wetu mgeni Sara kututembelea. Wabodo wafurahia mradi kupokea, shukurani wazitoa hasa kwa dada Bishumi. Karibu mji wa Bodo, Sara twakukaribisha, karibu wetu mgeni Sara kututembelea.
Katika hizi shughuli ambazo zinaendelea na Mama Sara, ni shughuli ambazo ni muhimu kama utazizingatia. Kwanza nimepata funzo ya kwamba huenda kuna maji ambayo yanaweza kutuzidi kwenye bahari, na pia tunaweza kupata mafuriko, na pia kuna kimbunga ambacho kinaweza kutokea. Kwa hiyo yule Mama Sara ni kama yuko kwenye mafundisho ya kutufundisha sisi. Nimepata mafunzo mengi kutoka kwake, na ningewaambia wana kijiji wa Bodo watafakari hili neno ambalo lina yule Mama Sara pale. Si kwamba tu amekuja kama kucheza, ni kwenye masomo, na ni somo kubwa sana ile neno alifanya.
At 8:25 p.m., Sarah Cameroon gingerly walked out of the water. The Bodo performance works was successfully done.
The fact that they showed up and were so engaged, and then they stayed for 12 hours and still were dancing all the way home. I mean, that energy gave me all the strength I needed to actually make it.
Of the 8 days or so, or 11 days of preparation, the awareness amongst the community members in Bodo is that high. So I would say this is a project that has had a very big impact, immediate impact, and I think it will live on. Yeah.
The community planted 700 mangrove seedlings to protect the village from strong sea winds and recreate breeding grounds for fish, and also a commemoration of Sarah's performance works in Bodo. Art is a powerful tool which can be used to create awareness by just standing on water, water performance, water show, water message, water impact.